But scientifically, what are the odds that out of 200 million sperm that are released during ejaculation, one sperm would meet that one egg and turn you into the unique person that you are today? When I was 3 years old, I saw my little sister be born, and I think that it sparked a fascination in me and drove me towards my desires of wanting to be a nurse in labor and delivery. So for those of you that don't know, a pregnancy is usually 9 months, and it is in 3 segments that are each 3 months called trimesters. So today I'll talk to you about the first, second, and third trimesters of fetal development and the baby's growth along this timeline. So let's start out with conception. That is when the egg is fertilized by the sperm, and this is essentially the beginning of fetal development. In the first month, the baby has already grown 10,000 times in size from conception. By day 22, the baby's heart begins to beat, although you won't be able to see this until about 5 weeks on ultrasound, according to Parents Magazine. The heart, the brain, the spinal cord, the tissues of the nervous system, and the digestive system are already formed in that first trimester, according to WebMD, and the bones are starting to replace cartilage. So their arms, their legs, their fingers, and their toes are all fully formed at this point. Their reproductive organs are actually already being developed in this time also, and for females, she's already making eggs in her ovaries, even at this very young age. So I just wanted to share a quick personal story. When I was about 9 years old, my mom found out that she was pregnant at 8 weeks, and she saw the heartbeat, and at 11 weeks she had a miscarriage, and at home we were actually able to see the baby, and so I brought 2 pictures of that today. So this is next to my mom's thumb, and this baby is very, very small, but when you go to the next picture, it's a little bit closer up. You can actually see the baby's eye and mouth. It's kind of hard to see on this, but the baby's eye and mouth, and when I actually looked at it, you could see fingers that were webbed and ears, and I think it was just really amazing to see that at such a young age, that even though this baby was so small, it already had all these features. So that was something that was really cool. And then we'll move on to the second trimester. So this is when the baby is starting to get more distinct features. The mom can actually feel the baby moving inside of her at this point. The gender is identifiable, and it's actually crazy because when a female baby is only 7 months old, she actually has already produced all the eggs that she will have through her lifetime. Males produce sperm throughout their lifetime, but females are born with the eggs that they have, which I thought was pretty cool. The baby is also able to suck and swallow, hiccup, and even suck their thumb inside the womb at this point. And all of her internal organs are beginning to mature. And she's starting to get hair on her head and all over her body, and eyebrows and eyelashes and things like that. And then we move on to the third trimester. And this is when the baby is really just in the final developmental stages. All the internal organs are being fully developed, and the movement can actually be seen from outside the belly at this point, which is pretty cool. And there's tremendous brain growth that is happening during this time. So at this point, the baby full term is on average 19 to 22 inches long and weighs about 6 to 9 pounds. And I put this picture up here. This is every 4 weeks. So this is a baby at 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So you can kind of see the growth. That even so young, they have their arms, legs, all that. But through the next couple months, they are developing and maturing all of those things in their bodies. So in conclusion, whether you were conceived in the AM or the PM, on accident or on purpose, it's amazing that that one sperm and one egg happened to come together to turn you into the person that you are. And in the short span of 9 months, you went from being the width of a strand of hair to a 9-month full-term baby that had its own DNA, its own fingerprints, its own personality. And I just think that it's a really unique and amazing experience. So yeah, thank you.